You don't start things and not finish them. You don't quit. There's nothing that comes out of quitting besides knowing that you didn't finish. We finish everything. You start it, finish it. If you're going to do it to try and be the best. Not be better than other people, be the best for you.
The real estate market often seems like a distant world where only an elite of experts is successful. In a time of so much uncertainty in the air and bad news, realist investing can seem intimidating. But today, I want to tell you that if you make the right decision today, you can enter the real estate market from the back door. Bad credit record? No credit at all? Do you dread the idea of having a home loan? Do you dream of owning investment properties? You are in the right place and right time, because we have created a program which is a tax lien and deed investment online course of only 14 hours. This course is specially designed for people like you who have big dreams. You will learn at your own pace and everything from your home computer. This is your chance. Join our membership for $19.99 a year. What are you waiting for? Visit our website primetimehomebuyerBuyback.org and sign up today for course access.
When did I do that? I think I did. Blessings. Welcome to a session of Secure Your Energy. This is an improv live. I know I usually go live on Monday, Wednesdays, or Fridays. I do apologize if you don't know who I am. This is Lashley, the tax lien lady, your tax lien investment expert, okay? Today we're just doing an improv live to give you guys a heads up that on June 16th, we have a free Q&A. We have free Q&As every month on Primetime Home Buyers website. You can sign up for our monthly free Q&A where you will be live with me for an hour and a half, and you can ask me any questions related to tax liens and tax deeds investments and or in general investments, general information about savings, budgeting and planning, business and creating business entities related to tax liens. Today, we're going to highlight that we're having a Q&A on the 16th. And I want to shout out to our members or people who are willing to be our members or just checking out what we have to offer that is attending the seminar. So this is your formal reminder. I will be sending emails out tonight with a new StreamYard link. That link will be a private link for us. Actually, anyone can use the link if they want to. I will put that link in the group on Sunday morning at 9 a.m. So those who were not able to sign up, it will be on the page and the group, Tax Lien Investment Groups. And I will put that in the description. Rumble, I want to say I love you and I appreciate you. And thank you for always being here. I do want to make sure that I update the description under Rumble. So if you have any questions or one day I forget to put the description of some of the stuff I'm talking about on Rumble, please let me know. I want you guys to be well informed. I know that a lot of people on Rumble refuse to come back to YouTube, and that's understandable. But I want to make sure that you have the resources as well if you do not see the videos that I have for free on YouTube. Okay, so on our Q&A, I have put my email address, and I'm going to put at the bottom of this video. If you have state-specific questions, i.e. county-specific questions, please give me a heads up because I'll be able to retrieve more information for you faster. I have it available. I am, i.e., like your school teacher. I teach you about the subject matter to its core. We give you the foundational information. That's what we went over last week. We had our first complaint, and I wanted to explain to you guys what is the perspective of this program. And it's to educate and give tools to you guys so you can apply it to any state in the United States. This is what we do. So I have a few questions that was asked on the platform, and I do want to address those questions. Usually I just answer them at the bottom of the screen, but today I'm just going to answer a few of those questions so you can see that I'm very diverse. You can ask me in anything, and I will try to figure it out, find out, and get the facts for you before I even answer, okay? So this particular question is brought to you by The Huntress, 2 days ago, they left a message at the bottom of our video we just did. And it said, hey, I saw your notification, but I could not join the live in the moment. I've been so confused as why my house was listed as a regular for sale, but had a second listing as being foreclosure. Neither of the realtors I have dealt with could tell me what that means and what was it about. Of course, I have closed now. I brought my husband and my entire family from Texas to Georgia. Welcome the Huntress to Georgia. But Texas kind of busy too, so it's not too out of Texas realm. I'm like, oh, welcome to the crunch, y'all. I hope you got a bang for your buck on your investment. I do have, some questions to ask. Was your home that you invest in through a tax lien sale? How did that work out? What was the foundations of this question? But I still can answer the question for you because these are one of the things that I talk about all the time. The different phases that the home goes through when a lien is put on a home versus a levy. Last week we went into the different type of deeds transfer. There was a reason why I went into that because I wanted you to see how that process works in different states. We went into Virginia and we went into Maryland. And you saw the different types of deed that each state works with, the level of protections, the complexity of it, meaning that if it's a deed of trust, the deed of trust that you make in regards to your mortgage and things like that with the lender, it actually gives the trustee the ability to sell the home without going through a judicial process. Judicial mean what, guys? Come on, one day somebody gonna have to answer this when I say it. Judicial versus non-judicial, what is it? Okay. But in this particular capacity, if it's under a trust coming from a mortgage company and it's being sold, i.e., or about to be totally foreclosed, that trustee has a short amount of time, i.e., 7 to 14 days, depending on the state, to actually put that home up for sale for its full price to see if they can get fair market value while things are still going on with the party who owns the home. So at that time, they can set up, and have it out in the market. And once it comes to the date where the person has a full levy, then it will go into foreclosure. No one bought it when it was on, that little short announcement that you may have saw in the newspaper. So then it went to foreclosure. So at that time, that trustee of the property estate has the right to put it under another private listing. Okay. Your other one will be, a little bit more public, but this one will be a little bit different because this will be like under the foreclosure portion. And when it's under the foreclosure portion, is usually not sold for the total amount that's due. You'll get a portion of the fair market value. And in that news article, when you look, you will see to get in contact with a lawyer or i.e. a finance director. And that's telling you that it's at the stage of foreclosure. So I'm not sure if you bought it through a tax lien sale or your property, but this is why you saw it in these two states. And it's so these two statuses, per se, regular sale, and then all of a sudden it's like foreclosure. Like, what is going on here? They were making sure that that property was going to be sold. I don't know what type of negotiation you were under. So that is my perspective to that question. I wanted to answer it, verbally because it was a little bit complex. But I want to say welcome to Georgia. You see my face? Like I'm trying to figure out some nice things to say. It's a little bit consolidated, but I think, the change is good for anyone, especially, if you've been in a state for a while and you just want to try something new. It's definitely good to expand your horizons because that's what I'm going to do as well. I'm looking to get out of Georgia for a little while or something. So I'll keep you posted. It's just like the city to me, moving from Jersey and being born in New York and traveling back and forth all the time with my family. It was just, so by the time I got to 30 years old, I wanted peace, land, little town. We could go in and out to the city and come back. And it kind of got consolidated. So I will give you a heads up. Georgia has had the fastest growing rate in the nation. And we are, what did they say? Georgia had what, 600 something? I don't know. In the tri-state area of Georgia, it's so many people. It was a number that I had about 600,000, something, something. It was a lot. So just be prepared. I pray you guys do well in the traffic. Welcome to Georgia. Okay. I hope you got a bang for your buck. So if that answered your question, the Huntress, that was my answer to you. Few more questions and comments under the Minnesota video. Very much interesting. Thank you. Transfer deed, transfer ownership video. We did a couple weeks ago from Mal Horse Products. I'm saying it 889. I do apologize. You're a very nice teacher. I live in Brazil, and I think investing in tax deeds. My idea is to buy the property and rent with Section 8 or S8 programs. And my doubt is two simple questions. One, can rental this for HUD use? I guess he's saying via a LLC or personal name. The second question, can I use this land trust for rental for HUD or only my personal name? Thanks in advance. Well, yes, I have an answer for you. Okay. Now, we did a video a couple of weeks ago talking about business structure and real estate, the benefits of the tax benefits and the tax disadvantages. The reason why we did that, because we want you guys to know you have options as far as how you participate in commerce. If you're going to do it via a entity that you create, a business, or you're going to do it in your personal name. Some people find benefit in doing it a business because what we talked about, there's tax benefits for you, write-offs, and these statuses put you at a different tax bracket in itself. You will have your personal income, which is separate from your business income, and you can kind of mitigate taxation that way. So imagine if you have your whole income in your name and all your business income in your name, it's going to put you in a different tax bracket, which is going to allow you to pay more taxes. So it is good to decide what works for you as far as creating an entity or participating under your, straw man name, your original name. Now, what he asked specifically is he's planning on renting this for HUD use. Can he do it for HUD use? And can he do it in an LLC or personal? Now, HUD information is state specific, i.e. or county specific. Not all counties or state deal with HUD. They have maybe housing programs and they may be called something different. This is why you have to do your research. I'll give you an example. NACO. Remember we did the video NACO, and we went onto the website and it showed us a world of information pertaining to different states, their commerce, their chambers of commerce, how to get in contact with their government, some of the things that was going on literally on NACO. I can put that link down there. That's going to help you navigate some states that participate on that website that have HUD programs, that have zoning equal opportunity programs for investors. So that is a state by state particular research when it comes to HUD. Would HUD let you? I would assume so. You can participate as a business or as a person. I would assume going as a business, it would be more competitive for you because they're going to be looking for businesses versus a person. Is so sad. Even though we are coming in as business owners, we are regular people. Okay. We need to take back the economy. You know what we're doing here? We got to correct the economy here. We can't come in as sharks and get these places and the rent all the way to the top. We're trying to fix stuff. But what I will say, coming in as a business, it makes you seem more competitive. So as far as HUD doing it for rentals, you got to actually get in contact with HUD in that particular county to get their guidelines, to see if they offer that and if you qualify, because some of these programs will even help you fund you a little bit to get your stuff together to help their community. Okay. So the next question that he asks is, what about land trusts for rentals? And God be the glory, I'm such a geek because I know this stuff. I'm like, ooh, there's a reason why I've been reading all this stuff like a geek. Now, I did a video on what's a trust. Those are videos that we had 2 or 3 years ago. And I wanted the community understand what type of trust we had available, which can be community trust, land trust, personal trust. It's like, like family trust, business trust. These are the different types, but they can be revocable or non-revocable. Do you remember that type of stuff? You can use them for your business entities, for charitable entities. But if you set it up like a trust, it has to participate like a trust. For instance, the land trust can incorporate 3 or 4 people. Y'all all get together, put this money together. It's $200,000. You guys are going to buy a property. You're going to use it for rental. Any monies that come in should go to the land trust. That money should not pay you guys. It is very different when you're dealing with a land trust. Unless you set up the trust, and these trusts can be modified if it's not a irrevocable trust. Within the guidelines of the trust, you will put, for instance, when we reach a 30% profit on our investment, each party will receive this amount, and that's when you will set up guidelines to pay yourself out of the trust. Again, the IRS will look how you participate in commerce with your trust. If you are getting money in from that particular property that's in the trust and you're just going to your personal bank account, you're just doing your thing, they will not consider that trust active, and they will basically call it null and void, and that house or that property, those assets will be pulled out and taxed differently because you're not participating as a honorable trust. Okay. Again, having trust, please understand that these land trusts, all types of trusts, doesn't mean they're not taxed. They are sometimes taxed as far as how they are used. If you have an irrevocable trust, which is a family trust, you're giving your property to your child. In that particular instance, you have avoided mitigation going through the judicial process like a will. You don't need a judge to differentiate your property. It's going to be the trustee. It's going to do a simple transfer that deed to the beneficiary, which is your child, your family member, as long as they, meet the obligations of the trust. Because, I gave you an example. I said, if I do me and my trust, I'm gonna make sure my kids go to college in the trust. You got to finish this by this date, this by this date. You get this money, you get this. That's how the rich and elite actually do those trusts. You're like, trust fund, baby. That's how trust works, okay? In that capacity. But with the land trust, as I mentioned, this is different. It's working as a business or a community organization. It needs to work like that. And everything that's in the actual setup of that trust, which is considered like the bylaws and what the trustee has to do. The trustee, the person who is going to be over it, the person who's going to disseminate everything, make sure everything is done correctly, that person has to just follow those rules and regulations. To close off, you can be the executor of your trust. You can be the trustee, the creator and the trustee. But again, you must follow your guidelines. You must participate in commerce the way the trust is set up, or it will not be considered a trust, land trust, and they will tax the property on gain taxes or whatever. Okay, and we talked about that. So I hope that answered your question. This was put on the page 7 days ago. Mal Horse Products. Let me see this page. I'm on 889. He got like 509 subscribers. What do he do? Oh, he play car. He a car guy. I'll be checking out people, okay? And you a fishing guy. Shout out to you, okay? So keep putting your videos up. I hope I answered your questions correctly. And I do apologize if I butchered your name, but you did leave a few comments. I love you. I appreciate you. He did say on another video that I did, he said, nice video. But what about Maryland? When will you make it? And I did make it the next week. So I hope he did see the video where I talked about the deed transfer process in Maryland, which is more formal and technical versus Virginia. I think we did Virginia. Virginia, you could create your own deed and get it certified. Maryland, you have to follow the criteria. You better go into their computers and get everything they need. So let me see. Now, this was an old video I did a couple of years ago where we went to Clayton County and we asked some questions. And the person said, amazing video. You covered the answers. You cover and answer every question there is. Very helpful for a rookie like myself. I live in Tennessee. I wish there was a video like this with information for Tennessee. Tennessee seems similar to Georgia rules, though. Tennessee is also 1 year redemption. Is anybody else out there familiar with Tennessee process when it comes to tax liens? If so, let me know. What's the difference between Tennessee and Georgia? Asking again, can't stress how good and helpful this video was. And this is Joanne Dix with a DIX at the end. Thank you. I appreciate you. God be the glory. I've really been working hard on this platform. So I actually replied to her question with a video about Tennessee. If you don't know, guys, I have almost a full list available on YouTube under our members only section. Some of the videos are free and available. Some of the videos are not of some of the states. So if you want a full breakdown of that, you have to become a member, and for $9.99 a month, and you'll be able to access all of the state breakdown videos. Okay, but some of them are free. So shout out to you, girl. Thank you so much. This is one of Secure Your Energy lives. I missed the live, but I'm here to watch the playback. Great video, playback gang. Thank you so much. Please remember to hit the like button, share with your family. You know, a lot of information that I share is not only tax lien Pacific, it is Secure Your Energy Pacific. You need to know the tools. Sometimes I share too daggone much. You know what I'm saying? Especially when it came to those squatters. I was like, wait, I'm giving too much information. And then the squatters went up. People start, it wasn't me who did that. But, you know, we talk about things that seem to come to be a trend. And it was so crazy that it just went crazy with squatters when we went and did that video. And now we seeing the laws change and things like that. So shout out to your state if they're changing laws related to squatters, because us as investors, that's scary to deal with. I'm like, well, I don't know if that lease is right. You got to get out of your property while you still liable for it. Okay. So shout out to the squatters in Georgia. You're going to jail. Okay. All right. Let's move on. Let me see if I have any more questions because usually I always just answer them at the bottom. But I want to let you know, show you how, you will receive information from me when we do our Q&A. Y'all see me all the time. We're going to get deep into it. And if I can give you resources, please email me so I can get a heads up, because I think I probably can take notes of some of the questions I have that if I can't answer it, I'll email y'all. But for the most part, I just wanted to make sure that y'all prepared. Let me see if I have any more questions that I haven't addressed most recently, but those were the first three most recently that was very detailed and diverse. So I wanted you guys to be able to see that. Okay, so hi Ashley, your video is very good. Can you make a video about sales and mobile homes in South Carolina? Now I have not done that. And that's the same gentleman. He did this a couple of months ago and asked me that. And I didn't. Well, right now, I was starting to look into small homes, mobile homes. I really don't want to do a mobile home. I will do mobile homes if I have a bigger piece of land that I can put the mobile homes on. But I do have a property or so that I'll be checking out. We going to Maryland next month, dog. Yes, I'll be going live with you guys. I have a property up in Prince George that is, the one that I want to build in is actually Carolina County. And it's a small piece of land, but they make small homes there. So that goes to tell you I'm going to do more research, and everything that I share with you is going to be fact-based, reference-based, and 9 out of 10, I'm living it. Nothing I share with you guys, I haven't lived it or I haven't did it. That's what makes it different here. I'm actually in the tax lien game with you guys. I'm only 5 to 6 years in, 6 years now. And from the day one, I have been in trial and error. And I say, you know what, whatever tools that I have learned to survive and navigate this, I'm going to put it in a comprehensible learning platform so people can be protected, because everybody's not a fighter like me. If you do me wrong, we gonna have to stand. I'm standing honorable. I'm a fight as far as honorability. I don't like, you're not gonna steal from me. I'm gonna report your business. You're gonna do me right. We have a contract. We stay up to par. I pay you one time. You do your stuff. So anything that's dealing with corruption and things like that, it really rocks me. And that's why I created it, because what I saw happen to me was a little bit corrupt. When you contact the county and say, hey, how is this tax lien expired, when specifically it says this, as though it was transferred to me on this date, which you give me 6 months. And they like, no, that's not how it works. This, that, and the third. And I was shocked because I was a newbie. So I didn't know buying over the counter. That's why I stress to you guys, when you buy over the counter, it starts the day of the original tax sale, not the day that you purchased it. So your redemption time is cut. And if you let it expire, you lost your money. And that's what happened with me. He was like, well, it expired. And I said, well, I just bought it 3 months ago. No way. But I said, what I did, what I learned, again, it's not what you do, it's how you do. And there's always a back door to something. So you say, hey, I should have learned the law and I should have knew that. Yes. But guess what? This false advertisement, this tax deed transfer or lien transfer to me is not written correctly. Any transaction or a face value of what I'm supposed to get as far as in the contract and the way it's written up, it has to be lawful. And as a county, you said to me that I bought it on this day. It was rightfully transferred from the homeowner to me. You didn't put your name in it, which took you out of the equation, which made me seem like I was getting the transfer date from that day. False advertisement and a whole other stuff that I was going through. And guess, going after them. And guess what? As I told you, they settled. And I have the proof. Okay. So I want you guys to be able to do that. You have to be diverse, because if you ain't gonna win it this way, you better go this way, because that's how court works. Okay. And I want to say shout out to my other platform, Uncensored Enlightenment Talk. Guys, if y'all don't know, I have another platform called Uncensored Enlightenment Talk. It's under Grace Levi. And we've been going over the YSL trial. And why am I doing that? You know, I'm supposed to be conservative and things, because of the way they're handling this court matter. It's a big court matter. The judge, the way he's behaving, the way the lawyer is behaving. These are things that you should watch, because if you find yourself in these situations, you want to know how to protect yourself. You want to know what your rights. People in that trial is being forced to be witnesses, all types of stuff. What happens if you're in this situation differently with home? You know, you have a how can I say, you have a zoning issue where they want to not allow you to make this particular business, and you want to do it. What do? You have to move forward to put paperwork in to, you know, let them know at the zoning office you want to try to get this mitigated, to see if you could get the zoning expand. Sometimes they put you in front of a board. Sometimes they make you take them to court. How are you going to handle that if you bought a property, you had a specific idea about it, and then it's restricted just because? So that's why we go into law. And the law seminar that we show you is giving you the keys of what law is, where to research, the different levels of it, the type of resources that you will use, the ones that is more credible in front of a judge versus you bringing an article. No one's trying to listen to that. You want to come with the facts, and that's what we're doing here. We're coming with the facts. So right here on this page, the link is in the description. You will be able to access our consulting services. It's right under services, tax lien services. I also do notary in Georgia. If you need me, I'm there for you. Okay. But here on this our services page, right at the top, it has like everything that I consult for. This is the free monthly information seminar. It is going to be an hour and a half. You will go into booking, and right here, you will look for the seminar availability. You see that this is colored in yellow. In the yellow, that's when we're having our next Q&A. You go there, you sign up 11 a.m. Next, they're going to ask for your email for you to become a member. You sign up, and that's simple. If you want to do the one in July, we have one already ready for July 14th, free Q&A. Again, if you have complicated questions related to details of estate, please give me a heads up so I can help you. Because as a teacher, I know the mechanics of stuff. I can give you the resources of what you're looking for, but you have to give me a heads up. Okay. So I wanted to show you where this is at on the website. It's under services, tax lien consult, and it's the first seminar that we offer. The link is in the bottom. These right here are consultations that I do give. Some of them are free. Credit consultation, wealth building, first time investors. That is not for the general public, but that is for our course members. You have 2 free sessions with me, and you actually can book under all of these, which are free sessions. So the first time investors, if you want to just talk to me about your plan, your ideas, and I can kind of help you think about ways of approaching it. Those are things we talk about. Again, next month, I was supposed to have a seminar this month on secure your energy, basically highlighting budgeting and planning and assets versus liability. Why is the tax lien lady talking about that? Because guess what? Everybody's broke. Everybody has issues savings. We need to know how to save so we can start to invest. And it starts with $1 a day. Well, I'm just, saying that. It starts with a plan. It starts with understanding what your needs and your wants is, what's the asset versus the liability. You maybe have too many daggone liabilities, and you need to start eliminating that. Again, I talk about getting ready for the tax lien investment. My suggestion, anyone getting into this, you want to take at least 4 to 6 months to just research. Just read. Take the course. Maybe don't. But you need to research before you go into any tax lien sale and say 1,000, 2 1,000, 3 1,000. You may end up with something condemned. You may end up with something that you cannot get back. You may end up with something, you can't get your money back. You may end up with something that have an IRS lien. That has $100,000 lien, and the only way you'll be able to move forward to satisfy the transfer, because that's what we said in Maryland. They wanted a certificate of certification saying that all the debt is up to par and all of it is written so it could be transferred over good. In Maryland, they're not going to play with you. So how are you going to approach this, and how are you going to mitigate this? This is what we show you in the course, is the level of thinking that we want you to apply to this method of investing in tax liens and tax deeds. Does that make sense? So I just went on a little tangent because y'all know I like to talk. This was supposed to be just a short live to let you guys know that on Sunday at 11 a.m. we have our monthly Q&A. You are welcome to attend. The link is at the bottom. It's free, guys. And I usually cap it at 10 or 15 because I want to be able to answer y'all questions. If I have a little amount of people, 4 or 5, I'll do a short presentation and then let y'all come in with your questions. But I have more people this time. So, excuse me, I'm going to do a brief introduction and you come in with your questions. I'm ready for you guys. So I think right now that is pretty much what I have to show you. Next week, we're going to continue down the yellow brick road of investing in tax liens and tax deeds. We're going to get back into mitigating risk factors. Yes. They're going to be like, oh, Lord. Yes, I'm going to make sure you're safe, like I do with my nurses. Safe. Okay. Evidence-based. Okay. I ain't nothing but a geek. So with that goes to say, we're going to get into profiting, how to profit from tax lien investments and mitigating risk factors related to assets and liabilities. You're gonna be like, well, how you gonna put that in there? Because I was doing an assets and liability seminar, and just based on that, and I started finding information, and I kind of started thinking outside the box a little bit. So we're gonna kind of get into that because I don't want you guys to get in like, well, I got my first property, it's an asset. Just be quiet, pay your bills, and wait till some income start coming in, because it's not an asset yet until you start making monies. Okay, so I love you guys. I most likely I will be live on Monday, live with what I've just told you. If you have any questions, please put it in the comment box. Miss Narrow Path, hey, Mr. Narrow Path, Khalil. I would love to work with you. I found you after I invested in an expensive program. I feel that they are not helping me enough. Please help. Not a problem. let me just, since you had that right there, before anything, I need you to examine what I offer. Any program that they have, if they don't have a face value description of what you will get broken down, please question it. And that's what been making it so hard for me as a, you know, I call myself an expert, but all of these fake programs that has come up and literally taking people money and not teaching them anything. Now, it's good to get foundational information, but we got to go deeper. So, in the course, I want to give you a heads up, Mr. Narrow Path. Before we talk, you email. I want you to see what we offer. Okay, this is our plans and course pages. We have two programs. We have a tax lien basic course program for new beginners who just want to peek their head in, kind of get a good idea of what's going on. And with this right here, you literally could get started. Would you be safe in doing your due diligence? Just a little bit, because we give you some details about what due diligence is, the different resources that you may use. In this course entry course, we have Primetime Home Buyer Starter Course. What is a tax lien? How do I buy one? Investing for an interest or to own. These are building the concepts you need. Tax lien / deeds and auctions is breaking it. What is different between this? Bonus content is comprehensive information. You'll be able to see that. That's literally us talking about going to the tax lien office, getting the list. We show you how to start looking for that and retrieving the information. Getting started with the process. It goes more into finding a list. We show you how to look for a county. Basic Google property, basic Google property search. With that basic Google property search, it is a comparison. So you will be looking at the basic Google search and be looking at parcel information related to an example that I gave you. So in this is a wrap up information that puts everything right back into perspective. You get a full 1-year membership and access to study hall and referrals, and you get a free 15-minute consultation. Usually it's 30 minutes because you see what we have. Remember, I told you those consultation that has no price. That's where this person will automatically be able to just talk to me. Let's figure this out. What you want to do? How you going to save? Where we at? What state? Okay. Secondly, I have the full course for you. So I want you to know what I offer so you will not be tricked, and don't get what you want. You're going to get more because my descriptions, I could be a little bit better. I'll go in. Y'all know I just like to talk. I'll be like 45 minutes on each video, but it's okay. So here on the full course, just know when you get the full course for $249, you get access to the pre-course too. You get pre-course and the full course. So the pre-course is about 5 hours, 5 or 6 hours of info, and the full course is about 14 and more. All content as far as PDF is downloadable. The videos are not. You have access forever, ever. Now, in this particular, just a breakdown, you let me know if it's different from what you took already. I don't want you to sign up for anything, do anything, unless you know it's going to help you. So we start with the basic navigation of the website. I know my website could be a little complicated. This is a school. This is a college. That's what I call it. So I kind of set it up a way I want you to know how to navigate it. Think ahead. Tax lien investors checkoff list. We have a checkoff list of basically how to start approaching this. And it talks about mindset, just saving your money, how you can have $5,000 start today. And if you're in a state like Maryland, giving you time to foreclose, build up your savings. That's why we're budgeting in savings. I go into detailed keys to research about the property. What are we looking for? Parcels, owner's information. Do they live at the property? Is the property, where is it zoned? Is it some issues? These are some of the things. So once you know what you're looking for, and you go state to state, place to place, you're going to be looking for the same thing. It's all based on evidence-based. It's an evidence-based practice. So type of bidding process. I do apologize. There's different bidding process you want to know. You may go into a state like, hey, yeah, bid down the interest. And you like, what? I'm not bidding down to zero. And you bid down to zero and you find out that at least is a minimum in that state that you get 1%, 2%. They can't get you down to zero. But you want to know this before you go. That's why you're looking at the county information, how they practice, where you get the law to verify how everything may work out. Again, we go into parcel GIS review. Why is that important? You want to compare and contrast because you may be looking at an old picture, old parcel of this property, or you may not be able to find it because it don't have an address. We teach you how do you do that. Okay, you cross-reference the GIS map, parcel map, and Google map, and other maps that we find in the property. I mean, in the area, like the zoning maps. And you want to line those things up. You want to have somebody out there so they can see the property. Okay, or get your booty up there. All you need to know about property title search, that is the soft title search section where I go into what I call a soft title search, what title companies do. As I mentioned to you, I, having a little issue with my property. And I said, hey, send me the title search that you did. That was when we were doing the selling and all the title stuff. I mean, he wanted title insurance. And I looked at the whole layout of what he found when he did the professional title search, and it matched everything I had in my original research. My binder had, like, I'll choose 3 properties in each section. I'll put all the information that I need as I find it, and then even if I pay for it, sent my check there, my correspondences is there with the county. I have everything verbatim, and that's what I will prompt you guys to do, to be organized, because this is a time-based investment. You don't want your tax certificate to advance and ripen and expire. Okay, you may not have the benefit to fight how Lashley is, and you want to move forward accordingly. Okay, now again, just let me know if this is okay with you, because that's the help that I can give you. Locate and review the deed. That is part of the soft title search, but it's giving you details about the recorder's office, how to pull it up. I gave you an example. You're reading verbatim. These things are 75 years of information. And you're like, how am I going to do that? I teach you how to look at the keys. That's just what I do. Again, as a nurse, I have to use that as my base reference because that's what helped me do this. I go in and I know it's a disease process. It's certain critical labs I'm looking for from the beginning. It is what it is. Oh, the house's roofing issues. Where do I go for that? Then I need to go to the zoning office or go to see permit office. Did they get a roof done? This, that, and the third. Where am I going for these issues? So that's what we show you, where to go to find out all you can find out about your property. We go into bonus. We got bonus for you: wills, estates, and owners' court information. Yes, we doing some skip tracing just a little bit. Because a bad owner who's in debt may have bad behavior and have more debt than you know. And you want to look that up before you put money down, because those will be the entities that you have to put on notice. Not saying that you'll have to pay them, because we first in line as tax lien investors, but you would have to put them on notice if you're going to move forward to foreclose if needed or transfer the property. Any party who have interest in certain states, they have to know. So they have the right to redeem, pay you, challenge it, whatever. So understand the redemption process. We go into that in detail. Tax lien and tax deed state by state seminar. That is available to you for free when you're in the program. We give you that as a bonus. How to invest in over the counter. That's a separate seminar. We give that to you for free. You'll also be part of the buyback team membership. All access to every single section inside of the website, i.e. study hall, links need to know. And also you can download the app. If you guys get active enough, you guys will be able to coincide with each other from different states and help each other. All right. So again, you get study hall, links need to know. You get 2 free consultations, 2 with your full course. Okay. Because I know you may have questions at the beginning. You may have questions later on, especially when you start looking for the GIS. That is the most I get. Like, how do you find it properly? It don't have an address. So if you like me that invest in land, they don't have addresses. So we have the rest is considered seminars. As I mentioned, we only have 2 courses, which is tax lien basic course and the full course. Everything else is seminars. Anything that you see here is hyperlinks. They are videos. These videos consist of 40 minutes, 30 minutes. I couldn't add the time because they give me, hopefully I get another layout for this year. Hopefully my website platform give me some more options to make this look a little different, and I'll be able to say 45-minute video with PDF and things. It just wasn't enough room for me to give y'all more detailed description. But wait. When you hold on, I was about to mess up. Hold on. Price plan. Let me see something. Just want to see when you go in, but what I forgot what it looked like. I'm choosing a basic course. Don't act up because I'm online. I think it's giving me some issues. I don't have any issues clicking through this thing. Let me make sure everything is good. I think every time I try to go live, sometimes it show y'all some stuff. It be try to act up. Let me refresh this. Let me find out my cookies acting up. Because it's supposed to take you to another page. If I have any issues, I'm going to have to contact my web host. I don't know what's going on. Why it's not clicking through? It looked like it want to load. It paid my computer. But anyway, that is the information that you need. Well, every time I go to that and start doing that, and then I get off live, it'd be like, click right through. So anyway, if y'all do want to see more information, I'm going to put the other video that I did when I went through the whole website with you guys, so you guys can see our school. I call it a tax lien school. It is what it is. So if you like what you hear, you appreciate Lashley, the tax lien lady, helping you, please let me know. Hit the like button. I talk. You're welcome, Miss Narrow Path. You know what? I walk the narrow path too. God be the glory. And it's not an easy path to walk. It's a lonely path to walk. But you can do it and I can do it. It's so crazy because it just hit my heart when I saw the narrow path. You know, I go through a lot, you know, and I just pushed through. And I wasn't going to go live today. And I was like, I'm tired. I had a heck of a week. And I just got up and went live with you guys. So I love you guys. Keep the narrow path. And I appreciate you. I'll see you on Sunday at 11 o'clock, okay? Have a blessed one and have a great, great night. Thank you for being with me.